Hello and welcome back to another vlog. Here we are in front of my PC. This is not gonna work. Tired. And apparently dressed like Zeratul. I'm not gonna keep this up though because it's gonna be a little bit difficult to talk and it's gonna get a tiny bit stuffy inside here as well. So, I'm tired because of a little show called Battlestar Galactica. Man, it is so good. Intense. I watched the final episode of the first season last night. I didn't even want to watch the entire thing. I wanted to like tease myself with the first 5 minutes or so of the episode, but right from the very beginning, I was gripped. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything that happens in there because if you guys haven't seen Battlestar Galactica and you even just a little bit interested in sci-fi stuff, watch it. Find it and watch it. So this episode, right from the very beginning, like I said, there was just constantly stuff happening. And I was like, well, because this is the final episode of the first season, sure, there are going to be these big twists, these big happenings in it. So they came along. I thought to myself, yes, this is it. This is exactly what they had planned for the final episode of the first season. Then another 5 minutes go by and I'm like, what? Okay, maybe this is what they had planned. And then lo and behold, 5 minutes later, something even bigger happens. I don't know how they did it. I have no idea. But it was building up to everything that happened in that final episode. So, you got the guys that crash landed on Kobol. Then you got Dr. Gaius Baltar and all the stuff that's happening with him and Kerrigan. I call her Kerrigan because for those that didn't know, that blonde lady in Battlestar Galactica, the Cylon lady, that's the Kerrigan voice actress. It's amazing. It's a little bit surreal actually, but she's there. So you got their whole little thing going, then you got Boomer and her little expedition. Don't get me started on Boomer. Don't even get me started. Probably still one of my favorite characters in this series, even after everything that's been happening with her. And then you got Starbuck and Hilo and Starbuck and Kerrigan. I can't. I don't want to spoil anything. But that last episode, it was crazy. If you've already watched it, do yourself a favor and watch it again. Just to remind yourself. So I watched it in bed on my phone. And before you even say, oh, the screen is so small, I hold it like this. And I got the headset on and everything. It's pretty immersive, actually, because the resolution on this little iPhone 4 screen is good enough to make it so crisp and clear that even if it's at a smallish size, it still looks amazingly good. And, you know, I'm the only one watching, so it's pretty much right in front of my face. And I was watching it in bed last night, and as I said, this was the reason for me being tired, because I started watching the first 5 minutes and I was like, well, I gotta keep watching. And then every minute that passed kept cutting in to the 6 hours sleep I was gonna get. So then I ended up only getting 5 hours sleep, and that 5 hours was reduced to like 4 hours because I was lying there in shock in bed from all the jump scares that happened in that final episode. Seriously, if Eileen had been awake, she would probably have thought I was having like some sort of seizure next to her because it was crazy. It was. I got such a fright all the way at the end of the episode. I really did. Such a fright. I literally like bounced in bed. Anyway, that's why I'm tired. That's why recording today was a bit of a pain. I still recorded everything I wanted to record. I just got to do the Q&A and then I'm done. Then I'm going to have a look at some games and stuff. And, haha, I got an envelope. This is something I've been waiting for a very long time. This came from China, of all places. And it contains something incredibly special. To me at least. Okay? It's probably the cheapest version of this item that you can get. Not probably, it is. Actually. And I got this because of something that I kickstarted, I guess I could say. The only Kickstarter that I ever funded. And that one is, I'm putting autofocus on now, Star Citizen. Look at my Citizen's card. It says there, Star Citizen. On the side, it says Mercenary over here. And over here it says Lumin. Founder number... Zoom. Focus. Focus? Oh, you get the idea. Okay. You get the idea. I'm founder number 2942, November 19th. United Empire of Earth. And this arrived today. After my little encounter with the final episode of the first season of Battlestar Galactica. It's got the logo that looks kind of like Battlestar Galactica's logo. And, you know, this whole game, this whole project is a lot like Battlestar Galactica. If you don't know what Star Citizen is, you gotta check it out. It's an upcoming space trading, combat, space everything game. Sort of like a more action-packed version of EVE Online, and it's set in a massively multiplayer, persistent world. It's also got a single-player campaign, always going to have. It's still in production, and these guys raised a massive amount of money. Massive amount. Something like 11 million in total, or was it 10 million? I don't know. Either way, that's a lot of money. Chris Roberts is making it. He's the guy who did Wing Commander. And I couldn't be happier. It's the only thing I've ever funded on Kickstarter. And there you go. Proof. I might even somehow get this put up on my wall just because I'm so proud of it. Man. Having my name on this. Maybe I'll put it in my wallet instead of my driver's license. And then when the cops or traffic cops someday pull me over again, I'll just flash this baby and they'll be like, oh, okay. Okay. Let's not mess with this guy. He's a mercenary. He's a founder too. We'll just let him go. That probably won't happen. I can dream. One day I'll be able to carry a flashy card like this around with me and it'll mean something. Maybe I'll be 80 when that's a possibility. But one day. That's about it though. That's actually all I wanted to talk about. I realized it wasn't a very meaty or substantial vlog in any way. I could also tell you guys that you should probably download Torchlight from GOG.com because it's free at the moment. But that's it. Just wanted to tell you what I thought about the final episode of the first season of Battlestar Galactica. Boomer. Starbuck. Gaius. He's such an entertaining guy though. That guy, he's always fun to watch. And everything else going on. Everything else. Nero's having such a good nap over here. I don't really want to bother him, but I should probably show you guys what he looks like. He's beautiful, isn't he? Anyway, check back here soon for more vlogs. I'm going to try record more vlogs because there's no reason not to. I should put autofocus off. There you go. There's no reason not to. They're quick and easy to record. I should actually record a vlog a day. Just because. It's nice. I don't want to make another channel specifically for vlogs because at my current level on YouTube, I guess I could call it that, with the amount of subscribers I have right now and views I'm getting right now, it wouldn't make sense to have another channel. But I think most people that are subscribed to me on this channel would be okay if I posted more regular vlogs. Daily vlogs, that'd be very difficult for me, but it's something I'm seriously considering. They'd probably end up being shorter. Definitely considering it. And I don't know how I even got to this now. I was trying to finish this video off. I think it just popped into my head when I saw that, when I thought about the fact that Force just made a new channel. He actually called his new channel ForceStrategyGaming. At first he called it Force ESO, and I'm so glad that he changed it to Force Strategy Gaming, because he's got a really good idea going with that channel. So he's got a secondary channel up now, and his main channel, which is Force SC2 Strategy at the moment, that's going to be for his general gaming content, much like what I do, his checkout videos, his force feed news videos, all that stuff. And then his secondary channel is going to be for covering one game at a time. So he's going to start by doing Elder Scrolls Online coverage on there. He'll probably do his podcast again, which I'd very much like to guest on. I don't know that much about Elder Scrolls Online, but I know a whole lot about Skyrim. I'll even start by saying, warm sands to you, Dennis. Warm sands, my friend. And then he'll be sold. He'll be like, man, Lumin, we need you back on here every week. Sounds like a grand plan to me. So, he made this new channel. He's going to be covering Elder Scrolls Online on it. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's taking the chance. He's brave enough to do something like that. He's got a whole lot more subscribers than me. But it's a really cool idea that he can sort of immerse himself, focus on just one game at a time, and then fill that channel up with content from that one game. It's cool. It's a cool idea. But that's it. I actually let Helene watch the Battlestar Galactica episode now. Because I want to watch the first episode of the second season with her. She's been watching it with me on and off. She doesn't like sci-fi, but she's been interested in Battlestar Galactica, like really interested. The characters are interesting enough. What's happening, the intrigue, the drama, the suspense, it's interesting enough for her, fun enough, entertaining enough, so she watches it with me. And now I'm finally going to end this video with this. I'm so happy. I don't know why, it's a little piece of plastic, but I'm just so happy about it. I'm wondering if my little founder card is unique. I'm wondering if I'm the only one who's got 2127 as my number. I've got double. I was going to say 007, but 0007 and then 2127. I think that might be, what, like a year? I don't even know. But for some reason, I'm just really happy and proud. I don't know why. Let me know if any of you guys got these as well. Let me know. And if you did get the higher level cards, because there were all sorts of these. This is the El Cheapo one. This is the lowest amount I could have donated to get a physical reward. And it is actually the coolest one. Because after this you get like bronze ones and funny green ones. And the colors just aren't that great. This is beautiful. Ooh, this is beautiful. I'm probably going to frame it in like a huge frame like this. Have the little card in the middle to make it look all important. Then when people come in here, they'll see that frame on the wall. And they'll be like drawn to it. They'll be like, I gotta check this out. That little card over there, that little piece of white in the middle of that black frame, that's gotta be important. Why else would he frame it? That's what I want. That right there is what I want. I'll even put it right the heck in that gap over there. Whew. I don't know, I'm gonna have to go speak to my lady friend that does all the framing work for me. Ask her if it's possible. She's somewhat of a wizard when it comes to frames. So I'm sure she'll be able to figure something out. Whew. I can't wait. If I do frame it, however, I won't be able to carry it in my wallet. But I will be able to preserve it for all eternity. My son or daughter one day can inherit it. Wow. Now there's a thought. That's going to be it for this video. Check back soon for more. Most importantly though, happy being a Star Citizen. I know that's not really the way of saying it. Maybe I should say, happy being a founder of Star Citizen. Happy being a founding member of the Star Citizen community. That's better. And happy Battlestar Galactica. Happy that.